Jenny left. It's a little early, but I'll start the stream. Alright.
To your cars.
Alright, stream is up. Hello everybody
Yeah.
and welcome to MCS Season 7 for the Division 3 race here at Phoenix. First time this series is going to be visiting Phoenix Raceway. So we've got, I believe, 31 trucks today. I think. Yeah, 31. Benny Rice isn't last for once. Isn't that impressive? We'll see if he can stay there for the actual race. So we're going to go through our qualifying grid. I'm joined by Lefty instead of Troy today. Troy couldn't make the race. Uh-oh. I might have just, like, disconnected my mic. Could you talk real quick?
Hi.
Okay. Anyways. So, we have Edward Washington, Benny Rice, Ricky Rogers, Dick Cummings, Alfredo Sanders, Byron Parker, Eddie Goodwin, Earl Bell, Owen Parsons, Andy Mendez, the Daytona winner, Damon Middleton, Harry Larson, Todd Petty, Rich Fish, Jamar McDowell, Terrence Garza, Daytona 500 winner, and Casey Hampton, Dakota Kiger, Blake Newton, Denver Hurtado, Justin Ross, Noah Reed, Kirk McDonald, Edward Scarl, Juan Marino Jr., Jackson Young, Daryl Norris, Levi Soto, Reed Jacobson, Carl Hill, and on pole, Will, who won last week in Las Vegas in that thriller. What a race he had. All the way towards the back here, Andy Mendez, your points leader as of right now. Not having the best start to this race, but we'll see if he can climb into a position where he can defend that points lead. Levi Soto only 4 positions behind him in second in points. Kirk McDonald, he's up there in points, all the way in 9th. He's 3rd in points, 23 out of the lead. Rich Fish is 5th in points. Will's 7th. He's only 63 out of the lead. He's going to have a chance at the championship at the end of the year. Anyways. Anything you have to add, Lefty?
No.
Alright. So, going to be 57 laps. Obviously, no stage cautions, because that's how we roll in D3 and D2. We are still yet to see a wreck in the Mobile One Truck Series this season.
Wait, really? Voice crack.
Yeah,
Wait, really?
They kept it green through Daytona, and Vegas they kept it clean somehow.
Wow.
So, every lap has been completed under green in this series. We'll see if they can keep that streak alive. Might be a little difficult. Although I think a big part of it's because you don't have that playoff reset. So you're fighting for every point, and you can't make those mistakes. And I think they're driving a little more reserved in the lower series. But here we go, coming to the green. Will, Carl Hill, green flag. We're racing in Phoenix. 4 wide already. Juan Marino Jr. makes it 4 wide, going for it on the bottom.
That's exactly what Will wants to see, to get the distance on the trucks behind him.
Yep, That did not work for Juan Marino Jr. He's going to drop all the way back. Levi Soto gets cleared at third. Going to try to work Carl Hill here for the second position. Has the run down to the bottom. Has a shot and one.
Backs out for the late apex. Doesn't work.
Reed Jacobson to the outside. Haven't heard him a whole lot this season. He's fourth in points. Currently running fourth in the race. Harry Larson. He did really well last week. He's doing decent so far. Andy Mendez already up a ton of spots, I think. I don't remember exactly where he started. 22nd. He's up 9. Could add to that, depending on how this goes with him and Hurtado. Terrence Garza going to be 3 wide in the middle. Kirk McDonald, Denver Hurtado split them. Three wide, Dakota Kiger here in the middle. Trying to make something happen. Mendez rolling that top side. Mendez, I think, is actually quite a bit quicker than some of these guys, but Garza just kind of in the way. Can't make the pass.
Probably a mistake during qualifying. It set him back a little bit.
Yeah.
I wish I could read.
Big group here going through the middle. That's Rich Fish. Underneath Kiger, above Lawson. Gonna be a big move there. Mendez gonna work inside of Denver Hurtado. Nearly contact. Not a whole lot there. Let's go back to the front here. Top few stay the same. Edwards Carl up to the 5th position. Doing a great job. I mean, he's the quickest of all these guys up here. Obviously, he's a cup driver. I'm not surprised. So he's closing in on Reed Jacobson for the 4th spot. Can't quite get to him. Dakota Kiger, 16th in points. Has not finished inside the top 10 yet this season. She's running in 16th right now. I feel like Byron Parker was all the way at the back. Yeah, Byron Parker, 26th starting spot, working the top side on 17th. Cummings to the outside of Earl Bell. We drop to the very back. It is Benny Rice. Justin Ross, really slow. 3 laps down, I assume there's a problem. Yeah, fuel issues for the 6 truck. Likely going to take out his competitive day, and unless there's a wreck, I don't know if he's passing anyone. Top 3 kind of equidistant here. Handful of truck lengths between each one. Will continues to hold that lead. Noah Reed up inside the top 10. He's a rookie. Doing a great job. I think he's actually the highest rookie. No, it's Daryl Norris. This is a battle for 7th in the race. Reed with a little bit of a run. Trying to get there. Don't know if he will be able to. It seems really difficult to pass. Gotta get it just right. As Hurtado, 3 wide on the outside here. Rich Fish, Harry Larson. This is where all the battles are. Larson loose on the bottom. Tato, big run. He's going to take that all the way to the bottom. Try to get to Mendez. Can't do it. Kygo to the outside of Larson. Got loose. Missed time the move there. Got really sideways. Mendez a little bit of a run on Garza here. Could have a shot at 11th.
Yeah, a bit.
He's finished inside the top 5 every race this season. That streak may come to an end here. Tato to the bottom. Check up from
Backs out of it.
Yeah. Rich Fish with a little bit of a run. Gonna take it to the outside. And Fish got way too high up. Not gonna work. Here we go. Jacobson and Carl. Not gonna work. Here comes Jackson Young. Big run. Could potentially be a battle here for second. Carl Hill. Can he hold on? I don't know if we'll have a pit stop in this race. It might be close. 57 laps. Assuming it stays green, there could definitely be a pit stop. Eddie Goodwin's struggling really bad, especially for a graffiti truck. I mean, when you're in 29th and your teammate's in 3rd. That's a little embarrassing. Here comes Rich Fish. He's going to try to get to Hurtado here. There's a little bit of a run. Just can't make anything happen. Kirk McDonald inside the top 10. He's doing well. I mean, once again, like I said, 3rd in points. Doing a great job. I wouldn't be surprised if Will is a potential threat for this championship, as Edwards Carl did get 4th away from Reed Jacobson. Took him a long time to do that. But finally has 4th. Can set sail on that top 3. It's Carl Hill almost to the bumper of Will. Very similar to the battle last week. And next week will be a bye week for the Mobile One Truck Series. So we will not have Mobile One Truck Series action next week. Well, I believe the Cup Series heads to... I can't remember. Not off the top of my head, at least. I will double check. I also believe the Dex Imaging Series will be missing next week.
'95 running pretty similar pace as Will.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be gaining all that much, though.
Yeah.
Maybe losing?
No, he's close in here. Oh, up next, Nashville Fairgrounds in the Cup Series. That's why. Both
To the
series are off.
inside. He's going to use that, hug the line. Doesn't make too much out of it.
Yeah, there's just not a whole lot of momentum for these guys right now. And Edwards Carl just not really making too much ground on that lead. Not much there. And Andy Mendez likely going to lose the points lead after this race. Started off with a great Daytona race. Led almost 2/3 of the race. Won it. Last week did pretty well. Had a really good qualifying effort. Dropped back a little bit. I believe he finished 7th. No, I think he finished 5th. But just not good enough this week to keep that points lead. Because Levi Soto there in 3rd as lap traffic is now a factor. Benny Rice. And I think if we have a caution, it's going to be because of this lap traffic. The speed differences in trucks going to be interesting to navigate.
For sure. Slowed down Carl Hill by a good 4/10.
And also slowed down Levi Soto as well. It's just those little unexpected line adjustments when you're racing with new people and slower people. That's what's going to hurt these guys. As I actually don't think the 6 is very slow. Let's take a look at fastest laps. So he's around a 15th-ish place truck. In 31st, obviously, with the fuel system issue at the beginning of the race.
Yeah, he's 10th in points, so it's definitely going to affect him pretty big if we don't have any yellows.
What I will say is even if we get a couple, he's 3 laps down, so he's going to need some DNFs likely. Oh, 3 wide. And he'll need even more cautions because of Benny Rice going a lap down. Benny Rice is in a free pass now. Will has controlled this entire race. He was the dominant car most of Las Vegas. Almost lost it off the pit strategy and couldn't lead the beginning of the race, obviously, but very strong start to the season from Will. 7th in points. Doing great. I wouldn't be surprised if we have Carl Hill versus Will and then maybe a Levi Soto battle for this championship. This top 3 seems to be the dominant top 3. Obviously, I'm sure the 69 would be a part of the fight, but obviously no full-time drivers. Full-time truck, but different drivers every week. They have no competition in points.
Carl Hill gained every bit of time that he lost from the lap traffic.
Yeah.
Right on his bumper almost.
Yeah, I think Will tire wear is starting to really affect him. I mean, it is making him struggle. Justin Ross working the bottom here. He's trying to save himself from going 4 laps down. Working to the inside. Eddie Goodwin, the next driver to go a lap down here.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
Okay. Kiger fell off big. I mean, she was up to this little group here and then fell off. I don't know what happened there. Maybe it had something to do with Benny Rice. Garza and this group has caught Kirk McDonald and are catching Juan Marino. Here we go. Lots of lap traffic here for Will.
Might be the chance for Carl Hill, assuming he doesn't get slowed up.
Will caught them at a pretty good time. Not the best time, but makes it 3 wide. But that opens it up. Carl Hill almost got tagged by the 17 there. Now Will gonna have to work underneath the Colt Motors machine. Ricky Rogers.
On the line. Oh.
A dip below that line. We've seen drivers be doing that. It's not too much quicker, but it's a little bit of extra racetrack to make the move.
Yeah, really easy to lose the truck under there, though.
Yeah, we've seen it a few times. We saw it in practice. We saw a couple of spins. They would just get a little too far under and bottom out, and they would just lose it. That's probably the biggest risk. And they keep getting loose going underneath there. 2 Ghost Energy trucks here. And obviously Justin Ross. Ross is running for his life, knowing he's not even slow.
Caught a mid-corner. That's going to slow down Will and give Carl Hill the chance.
Does he make it 3 wide? Gonna
No,
wait.
he doesn't.
I like that move, honestly. Or I guess lack of a move. Because I feel like you don't want to make an unnecessarily 3 wide move with more than 20 laps to go here. I mean, he knows he has time. He has more lap traffic. And he's gonna have a chance to make a move here. Hill to the bumper.
Right on his bumper.
Will opens up the bottom. Here comes Carl Hill. Goes inside. Just barely there. Drives it off into 1. Will gonna drive around the lap truck.
Oh, wow.
I think that's why he left that bottom open. Knew the lap truck was probably going to be a factor towards the center of the turn and used him as a reverse pick.
For sure.
All that Cup Series experience really paying off for Will. Being able to kind of use some strategies to beat out these, I wouldn't say rookies, but lower experienced drivers. Group of 3 here. We got Earl Bell in here. Damon Middleton, Owen Parsons. This little group of 3. As they're still fighting Justin Ross. Just gonna pass him now. But cost them about a second there.
I don't think Carl Hill is that good above the first line. Took him a while to drive around Ross.
Yeah. Ooh,
I was just
big
hoping
dive
for
bomb.
these lap trucks to be a roadblock.
And they are. Big send there from Middleton. Earl Bell gonna let up that inside. As Justin Ross going for the move on the second place truck, Carl Hill again.
That's going to give Soto an opening for second now.
Yeah, but be careful that outside pretty quick. We know Carl Hill, not the best up there, but with the slower trucks in front of Levi Soto, I don't think it's going to matter much, yeah.
Yeah, it still works.
I don't think he's
Dive
too bad
inside.
up there. Ooh, big move on Middleton. Person slides up. Will gonna go to the apron here. I mean, more and more I'm seeing trucks kind of move down there. Work that very inside. He's gonna get inside. Trying to put 2 lap trucks between him and Carl Hill. Can't quite stay there, but he will get the better entry. Carl Hill on the outside. Middleton made a move on him. 3 wide. I don't like this. Hill clears.
Puts a gap on, or from Soto. Big time checkup for the, I can't read that.
1 second.
40, I think. Big bright red and yellow truck.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. Set the Will. The bumper of Parker. And Will has such a good lead. And has been so smooth passing cars. I don't know if there's going to be much hope for anyone beating him here. He may lead every single lap and go on to win this potentially. Let's see. Will behind Todd Petty. Gonna try to put another lap truck between them. Carl Hill trying to work Owen Parsons here. Almost to the bumper. Will. Trying to get to the bottom. Got a little loose there. Couldn't pull it inside. 10 laps to go. '17 in clean track. Gonna start making a little bit of time. Three wide.
Oof.
Jackson Young.
Big check.
Whoa, Eddie, good win.
Oof.
Sideways, saved it.
Good job keeping it off each other. Could have been race altering.
Yep. By the way, Andy
Denny
Mendez.
Hamlin.
Oh. Andy Mendez with a shot at P10 here to keep his top 10 streak alive. What happened to Will? Oh, pit stops. Great. Will down pit road. Gonna drop. Is that scheduled or unscheduled? It was not. Tire down on race leader Will.
Devastating.
After dominating the entire race up until that point. Led every single lap. Tire down. Oh, contact Byron Parker. Owen Parsons. Almost got each other turned around. There's a big group here. Three wide,
Still
six
a
trucks. That's
lot
Benny
of-
race.
Still a lot of clean track in front of the 95.
But no, I saw
That's gonna
Todd
give
Petty.
him-
And
Yeah.
there was no Will near him, and I started freaking out.
Where's Will? The lap truck's gonna put the gap, or enlarge the gap between Soto and Hill.
Keep in mind, this is the last group they're going to get into. I don't know if they're going to be able to pass very many of them, but they will be in it. We'll find where Will cycles out. 29th. Devastating.
Ooh.
30th even. Wow. From 1st to 30th. With a tire down. We're going to take a look at that post race. Parsons cleared easily. No issues there. Carl Hill trying to put this one away. Couldn't do it in Las Vegas. Pit strategy in the favor of Will. Put him in the lead and ended that race. Will has a bad mechanical failure late in this one. And that will likely give it to Carl Hill and the 95 team.
Soto gained 3/10 that last lap.
Yeah,
Might be enough, might not be with the lap traffic.
we'll see. 3 laps to go. Lost 3/10 there because of Benny Rice. Now has fully clean track. Can Todd Petty cover enough? No. No defense from the 55. 95 gonna clear. Jamar McDowell. Next one on the chopping block. Casey Hampton, Blake Newman, Dakota Kiger. All right there. Hill to the bumper. 2 laps to go. Blake
Hill
Newman.
ripping the outside.
Yeah, I think maybe that car might have picked up. Rich Fish in for pit stops. Tire down on the 24. The tires coming to the end of their life for most of these trucks. White flag, 1 lap to go. Soto needs a miracle. Hill leads. Rolls the top side, Casey Hampton. Blake Newman, the next one on the chopping block. No pressure for Carl Hill. Carl Hill goes inside. And Carl Hill and the 95 team will win it in Phoenix. Gonna
What a
pull
drive. Heartbreak for Will, but
a great win for Carl Hill. Mendez will not get the top 10. Got passed by Hurtado in those late laps. Gonna finish 11th. And Rich Fish. I want to take a look at what happened with him and obviously Will. Just tires down on them. Yeah.
yeah.
Just, I think the tire probably goes flat here and he just, yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Flat, coming down to the end of the back straight away and did the right thing by just slowing it down and losing it. Somewhere in around lap 50 that Will had his issue. Yeah, just right sides. Seems like it's always those right sides. He's working Todd Petty. We're gonna see. I think he goes to the apron and it just goes flat. Yeah, look. Like he just gets behind him, tire goes down and almost causes a wreck there.
Ooh.
Driver's doing a great job at not hitting him. But that is race number 3 of the Mobile One Truck Series.
Yeah. Yay.
We will see you for the Dex Imaging Series a little bit later here at Phoenix. Carl Hill able to win it in a little bit of an upset after Will's misfortune, who will finish 29th. We will see you next week.